can sit over here.
What? It's good right here. I like.
No.
I need a little something.
We put it in the middle there.
I need to lean it on something.
So maybe in the middle, right there.
Hmm?
There. Wait, a bit.
There's
Is it all new technology?
At the end, you need a stender.
no matter what, right?
Okay, we are learning Parak Yud Beis, Nefesh HaChaim. There's actually something very fascinating going on here, but I want to just make it clear, 100% clear, what his chiddush is. We're talking about the sugya of Nefesh Ruach Neshama, the important division of the neshama into Nefesh Ruach Neshama. And what he has told us is that when you do a mitzvah properly, you could do mitzvahs not properly, but when you do a mitzvah properly, it engages all three parts of the neshama, which is the nefesh, the ruach, and the neshama. Your goof does a mitzvah, and the goof is engaging. If you just goof, then you're dead. You're goofy. You're just dead. But you're a goylem. But if you engage your nefesh, and then the ruach and the neshama, and what he taught us was, which was amazing, that if you, the minute you have a machshava to do a mitzvah, choyshev la'asos mitzvah. The minute you have a machshava to do a mitzvah, so that machshava already does something in the Shemayim. And what it does in Shemayim, just to say the words, nobody should pretend to understand this, but what it does is that the whole Bria is being created from this Or Hashem, Or Pashut, as the Arizal calls it, the Or Pashut. That's not Hashem, that's Or Pashut that Kadosh Baruch Hu reflects. And when I have already a machshava to do a mitzvah, I think to myself, I'm going to give some tzedakah, right? I'm going to give some tzedakah. I want to give $10,000 to tzedakah. And so the minute you think that, so you've already were misaking something in the oilamos elyonos, in the world of, remember you have nefesh, ruach, neshama. In the world of neshama, you already did that, your thing. That's what the neshama does, because nefesh, ruach, neshama works kineged b'makbil of machshava, dibur, and maisa. So you already had a tikkun in the world of machshava. Important thing to know, that when you have a machshava to do a mitzvah, it's a shoin gitanefes. You already did something. And what happens, says Nefesh HaChaim, what happens with the world of nefesh, nefesh, ruach, neshama, that tikkun, that or that you created in the world of neshama, now, says Reb Chaim Volozhin, a beautiful lashon, that now comes down through the channel of neshama, ruach, nefesh, v'zeh ha-mesayoi, and that's what helps him ligmar es ha-mitzvah. So let's understand this in very simple English language. That I wake up in the morning, I say, I'm going to give 10 grand to tzedakah. Machshava, you did something. If you go this way, by the time you get to dibur, I tell somebody, you know what? I tell the gabbai, you know what? I want to give $10,000 to tzedakah, right? You tell him. So you have machshava, you have dibur. Now comes the ma'aseh, you got to write the check. You actually got to give the money. So you could say, person might say, I don't know where my head was. I don't know what I was talking about. Right? But Lamaisa, I'm not giving away $10,000, right? So, and that would be the normal Teva Hadvar. Because when it comes to Lamaisa, it's hard to give away the money. Not only it's hard to give away the money, but it's Keneged HaTeva to give away. So why should I give you something which belongs to me? Why should I give you something that I worked for, etc.? So what happens? The lumdus is, says Nefesh HaChaim, that the machshava that I created an or, pashut, and now this or comes down, and especially when I talk it out, I bring it out through the world of Dibur, v'hu ha-messiah, and it's that very or which gives me the koyach to do the world of Asiya, to actually write the check. So there's two things that are happening over here. One is when I have a machshava, I'm already being masak in the world of neshama. The second thing is that or that I've created comes upon me. I'm already something special, something holy, and when it comes to bringing it to the world of Asiya, it's like otherwise it would be like writing a check with nothing in the bank. Okay, everybody can write a check when you have nothing in the bank. But I have backing here. I have machshava, I have dibur, I have maisa, I've created an or in shamayim, I have nefesh, I have neshama, I have ruach. And when it comes to the world of Asiya, I have such a gewaldige maisa, and that maisa of tzedakah is not only am I able to do it, but this is what's called, and this is the key thing, this is what's called a mitzvah lishma. A mitzvah lishma means that I did my maisa in the Asiya, I did it with a background, I should say, of my ruach and my neshama. All three of us are involved in this mitzvah. Not to be confused, gentlemen, by the way, with a mitzvah with kavana. A mitzvah with kavana has nothing to do with lishma, nothing, but it's different concept. Doing something with kavana means you know what you're doing. Like what does it mean? Obviously I know what I'm doing. Well, it's not so obvious. Sometimes the person could daven, blah, 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 right? And then you ask yourself 2 minutes later, did I daven? I don't remember if I davened, right? So, and in fact, it's almost like a good thing. It's a good habit. Like, they say a person who remembers all their mitzvahs didn't do too many of them.
So if you don't pledge out loud, in that sense, then it's not.
You're missing a piece of deeper. You're missing a piece of the process. There's an Indian of deeper. You see in the whole Hekdesh, the whole Kachim, there's a difference of Amira L'Gvaya. Kim Sirasela had an interesting thing which we need to talk about. I haven't done it. Okay, so I want you to understand this chiluk between lishma and kavana. Kavana is la'afuke misasek. I'm telling you serious halachic concepts over here. Misasek means I lost my wallet somewhere on the train. Somebody picked it up, and now I made his day. Now he can make Shabbos, and I have no kavana at all to do it. So now it's not that I didn't do a mitzvah lishma. I did a mitzvah b'li kavana. Is it worth something? It's worth something. We can go into that in a minute. But it's not. That's called mitzvah b'li kavana. If I'm sometimes, as I say, you're davening, it's kimisasik ba'alma. You're just saying words. I could do a mitzvah. It's kimisasik ba'alma. But the idea of that. So kavana means that I know what I'm doing. That's what kavana means. Lishma means that I've taken this that I know what I'm doing. That's the first step, and I'm doing it lishma, meaning nupshat and lishma, that I'm hooking it up to something deeper. I'm doing this mitzvah not just in the world of Asiya, but lishma, I'm doing it in the world of ruach, in the world of neshama. This is a mamash shleimastika mitzvah. And not only that, how do I even have the koach? I'm just saying over Nefesh HaChaim. How do I even have the koach to do the ma'aseh mitzvah? The answer is because it started with a machshava, that filters down an energy to do something. Now, if that's the case, if I need the energy of lishma, neshama, ruach, machshava, dibur, to do a ma'aseh, so how could I ever do a mitzvah shaloi lishma? Certainly people do mitzvah shaloi lishma. How do you do a mitzvah shaloi lishma? Where do you get the energy from? Okay, so either somebody else. And what about if I do an Aveira? Where do I get the energy from? So Where does it come from? If the whole way I get energy is from this, the Or Pashut, which is where everything comes from, this Or Pashut, Shehu Har Hamakiv, the Nefesh HaChaim adds over here, that's how the world was created, that's where I get energy, that's where I get my koach from. So how can I do an Aveira? How can I do a mitzvah shaloi l'shma, even if it's not hooked up? Where's that? Who's gassing this car? And the answer is, comes the Nefesh HaChaim, and he says, okay, but you need to understand something, that there's also something called the Sitra Achra, or a similar language, the Klipa.